Morning, Matt here. And a beautiful morning it is. 6:30. I'm already up because, well, it's time to start work on this. And if you've been watching the channel, you know we've been racing this car in auto slalom, and last race was chronometer, but I didn't finish it, even though I was about to win it. We started out to build a full track day / race car, but in the end I went with, well, entering the stock class because I didn't have the time to finish the race car part of it. And I knew I was risking the disqualification because of dumb things, like not having the rear wiper, which they didn't notice, not having the roof liner, which basically got me almost disqualified. This should not have been the reason for disqualification. In the end it was, but hey, here's the story. I don't mind being disqualified if they just came up and said, wait, what the fuck is this? You can't have that, you're out. But no, they were searching for it. This was absurd. So, we come to the training. This is where the cars usually get inspected. The guy walks to the Mini. First thing he looks is no roof liner. I mean, I'm sorry. If you're scrutineering a car for a race and you're approaching the car, what's the first thing you're looking at? Well, it's not the roof liner. So, I guess someone's been watching my YouTube videos. Nice to know. Hope you like them. Here's another one. After that, I get, well, a warning and I get to race. Fine. First run, I destroy all stock cars. It was the fastest stock car on the track, including the Class 3 cars, which are about 1.6 liters, which includes a Clio RS. And yeah, it's all in the handling, baby. Because if you don't know this car, and I mean, he said, yeah, you can have cambers like this. I can walk over to my R50 now. This is a stock camber on the rear of this car. It's a stock freaking camber. The only difference is my car has auto out. It's maxed out. And someone might have grounded the holes on the trailing arms a bit. But yeah, you didn't see that. You don't know that. And you cannot tell me you can see by eye that this car has more camber than stock, because it does not. It has the same. Look at the specs. R53, R50, basically the same. He was, as you saw in the last video, a man on a mission. I mean, I didn't even come off the track. He was waiting for me. He scrutineers the car, looks at everything. Gives me time up, you can go, car is okay. So I'm in the pits, eating, checking the times. I can see I've destroyed everything. It's fucking awesome. I mean, on paper, it shouldn't be that fast. But again, it's all about the suspension setup, and I really trust that car. And on the straights, I'm not really faster than the Twingos. You saw my brother's Twingo, and there's a friend of mine who has a Twingo 1. We are setting up both of these cars. Again, setting up. We're not building these cars. These cars aren't built, they're stock. We're just setting them up, playing with what we have. And these cars were going like 80, 82 on the straight. I was hitting 85 maybe. So basically no difference. Well, the difference is I wasn't slowing down in corners. I never went under 40 kilometers per hour. And to be honest, this was the best drive of my life. I hit every breaking point. I hit every apex and maintained so much speed. So I was 1.2 seconds in front of the guy who then won the class. And the point is, he comes to the car. He then again starts looking at the car. Well, I'm not by the car. So fuck off. You can't do that. He checks out everything and gives me a thumb up. Okay, car is okay. 10 minutes later, and this really pissed me off, I'm again drinking my non-alcoholic beers, and then someone says, hey, look at your car. I turn around, and the motherfucker is opening the car, getting in. I mean, dude, I'm not even at the car. What the fuck are you doing? You can't touch my car. Even the police can't touch my car if I'm not there. I can open the car for you and let you and show you whatever you want to see. But no, he's opening the doors and looking inside my car. What a fuck. You can see there. I don't mind being disqualified for something that isn't legal. Fine, I was disqualified. But I do mind an asshole looking, scrutineering all over my car, not even looking at other cars. And he says, yeah, I'm just doing my job. No, you're not. You're trying to find the reason to get my car out of the race. And you're touching my car while I'm not around. What the fuck, man? And fine. Then he comes to me, can you give me the papers? I'll give him the papers. Okay, he look at the papers and goes off. So that's 3 times now, in like a half an hour, that you looked all over the car and you still don't have a reason to disqualify me. And then he comes back, starts shitting about rear wheels and says, no, you can't have the battery in the back. Well, the R53s had them, so it should be okay. And yeah, there are cars which have engines from stronger cars put in, but the cars with these engines existed, so they can drive the race. It's all fine. So that should be fine. But no, that's his reason for disqualifying me. So yeah, he starts talking about, no, I know these wheels can't be like that. Go fuck yourself, they can. And no, your car is too fast. No minis goes that fast. Dude, my car is fucking stock. It has, it was on the scales. It has exactly 195 kilos. Yeah, it's a bit lighter. It should be at 1120. So with the spare wheel, I'm actually at 1100, which is perfectly legal. And the car has 115 horsepower. I can vouch for that. Whatever. He says I'm simply too fast and he can't allow me to race. Fine, go fuck yourself. You're just admitting that I'm a faster driver with a car that should be slower on paper, but with just a few tweaks. So front camber, rear camber basically maxed out, and rear two opened, maxed out. I mean, as I said, there are a few things, tweaks, grinder worked a bit and whatnot, but nothing special, really nothing special. And the car is only on Ibach springs, and it was too low, so I had to cut the front bumper, I had to cut everything, and then I had to raise front shocks in the spindle for about 8 mil, so I can just clear the minimal clearance required. And it was still the fastest stock car on the track. Anyways, enough of this rant. As I said, I don't mind being disqualified. I mind the way it was done, because I was targeted. Someone asked for the Mini to be eliminated from the race. Fine, you succeeded. No problems there. That's why next day, early morning, I'm throwing everything out of the car. Next race is pretty open one, and I can enter the open class. And by that time, everything will be stripped out. It will be bare-boned. I will have really worked on suspension, and also we'll finally do what I want to do. So let's talk about all the plans. All of this gone, non-existent. Get the fuck out. Every single part of the interior. We're cutting every single piece of metal that doesn't need to be in there. The same on the outside, bumpers, everything. All the trim, everything freaking gone. Shocks gone, everything gone. Just the covers, don't need the lights. Lexan, plastic, plastic, plastic. This car is getting as lightweight as humanly possible for this chassis. We'll also have to have the roll cage built, which will be again huge, like in the AX, basically for a rally and not for sprint racing we're doing. But these are the regulations right now in Croatia. As you can see, everything is done in Croatia. Also, finally, and that's even for the next race. I mean, we won't be able to put the roll cage in. That will be for the next season. But we're moving the engine 3 centimeters as I always planned. We are removing the headlights. We'll make a duct here and basically build a ram air. And I won't tell you exactly what I'm doing with the engine, nor with the gearbox, because, again, someone's watching my videos. So let them be surprised. But we will basically be building the engine, and we will be doing some stuff with the gearbox. Because this car is already one of the fastest cars through corners. All we need now is power to, well, yeah, drive in the racing classes. And it might not happen in the first season, but you know what? The build will be crazy. And if you want to see me build a really, really fast and really enjoyable to drive R50 Mini, well, make sure to stick around, subscribe. Also, make sure to like these videos, share them. Views we get, well, actually, maybe we get some cash from the YouTube finally, and then we can finally speed up the process and build these cars quicker. Whatever, race car, no scrutineering, we can do whatever the fuck we want. Let's build it. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.